Hello, my name is Garx82, and welcome back to our FTB Interaction series. I am just doing a bit more, kind of finishing up with the kitchen stuff so I can get all my different sandwiches. And yeah, I got a bunch of cooking oil that we're going to need with mustard seeds. We actually have mustard we're growing. And you get grain bait from that, so that's the reason I did that. All these actually give bait, but mustard seed is actually what I had. And yeah, I went ahead and broke down all the traps that we had up there in the Void World, and I'm gonna put that in there. I can't remember how much grass it needs. This may not be enough grass. I don't know. We'll leave it in there for a little bit and see. Doesn't it? It usually consumes one, doesn't it? I don't think that's enough. Maybe I think it needs. Doesn't it like? It needs like a 5x5 or something, or it needs 5 grass blocks or something. I really can't remember. Let's move that. There. Although I kind of put that in the weird spot. Is that gonna? No. Dang slimes. So this should convert the dirt to grass. Although I don't know if it works with dirt. Anyway, not gonna not gonna stress about that too much. It just, yeah, there it goes. It consumed it. It's for like meat, beef and chicken and stuff like that. So that is why I'm doing that. And I got from getting the cooking oil, we got bait. So actually, remember that will consume. It'll keep consuming the grain bait even though it can't do it. So there's 18 slots in there, so we'll do that. And throw it in there as needed. Alright, got a bunch of my dough. Also, we're going to need a couple gardens here. There is actually a quest for it. But yeah, to get this Apple of Restoration, I needed Elixir of Instant Health. So there's the beef. That is one of the reasons I wanted to do that. Also, finally broke down the alchemic condenser from the old base. And yeah, fortunately I can't store the potions in there, but I'll just store them in a chest somewhere. We'll get this cleaned up, hopefully, relatively soon. Alright, we also need low coalescence dust, tiny charcoals, and if you do it in a mixer, it is a bit easier. So we'll do that. And then... oh man, do we have apple? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember getting apple. Did we have apple? Ew, we don't have any apple. Well, that's a bit awkward. I'm gonna have to go run around and look for, or break down some oak. Or just, I don't have to run around. I can just plant some. Why don't we do that, actually? Eventually we'll get an apple. Could even just do it over here. Sapling. Could grow, yeah. Like it should grow in here. Come on. No? No, no apple. I'll just try a couple more times. There we go. I don't know if I want... I'm like, I don't know if I want an apple tree in here. Oh, is that not a thing you can do? Really? It's free. All right. I'm gonna continue doing this, and I'm probably gonna just plant it in the overworld, maybe, or even in the void world. I may have eventually. No, I don't know. I don't just. I don't know. I don't particularly want a huge amount of like trees and I don't know. Maybe I kind of if I end up doing that kind of stuff, I would have a whole separate kind of dome. Maybe if I move all this stuff over, we can have a couple plants and stuff in here, kind of like a bio dome kind of thing. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on this. So, yeah, I'm just going to continue getting these now. If we remember, we can duplicate these. There is a quest right there. You can copy these with the plant balls. But we need to craft up the first one, which is what we are working towards. So, yeah, let me do this and we will continue. All right, we're back in. So there's the coagulated plant balls. I did get one garden, tropical, and we should be able to get these. I need to do another teleporter to like up there. For now, I just kind of do out here. Get it? Yeah, if you shift left click up the garden, hold on to it, case. Berry, corn, a whole bunch of stuff, but peanut is what I was going for. One, yeah, I don't have a room. I don't have any room for this, but yeah, we're doing this for stuff like that. But obviously, yeah, that's why I wanted peanut or peanut butter. All right, we are back, and this is kind of the last I'm going to be talking about this, I think. But I've gone ahead and we actually got the rest of the gardens. And the reason for that is because I actually didn't realize the berries and, well, the fruit that we need is kind of spread out through each garden. So I had to get like I think a shaded garden for blackberry. I think I needed a soggy garden for blueberry and raspberry. I have raspberry, right? Oh, oh, there's raspberry. I was like, yeah, I know I had raspberry somewhere. So I ended up just getting all of them. I didn't need arid. There wasn't anything we needed in arid, but I figured why not just craft it up. We're already doing that, might as well. Because you get the sprinkler, and it's not difficult to make. It's just a pump Pumps are a bit annoying to make right now, but yeah, in the crafting table. Now, it says place over water near crops. I have no idea how this works. Is it like over this? Is that what it means? Does it need to be over like a... Oh, yeah, there it goes. Now, obviously that is not in the middle of a crop. This should be like right in the middle, but I kind of don't... Well, one, I kind of made it an awkward size. And, is it supposed to be like in a 9x9? I'm assuming like if you have a 9x9, you'd put that in the middle. But I have 10 crops, I think, so it's a bit awkward because we need 6 different crops for the jelly that we're gonna do. And yeah. Oh well. Well, we'll just let that run, and you know, it'll just fertilize the ones at the back, but you know, eventually we're not gonna be eating like tons and tons of food, obviously. So might as well just leave that and that done. I can always craft up more of those, but I think there is... If we look at that sprinkler, I think it said shift right click with an empty hand, disable the particles. Right, there we go. I didn't need to see the particles, and less particles, the better, really, for your computer. But yeah, all right, so there we go. And then I'll just periodically just, you know, come over here, harvest, and yeah, I figured it's over kind of in the corner. This place is so big for now. We're going to be putting our machines and stuff over here that I could just have some of this stuff over here. I have been dumping some creosote into that, and we're like filling that up, like actually pretty quick, to be honest. So we'll do that. Now I have... Oh, I need more peanut, so I'm not going to do it quite yet, though. But yeah, these are the sandwiches we're gonna do. Also, I ended up crafting up a second fridge because of all the crops from Pam's just takes up so much. But yeah, that once we get... I think we can do peanut butter. Yeah, we have the one. We'll do peanut butter, and that should get us... There we go. Strawberry jelly sandwich. We're going to get our first one. There we go. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to use up the couple of these things until I can get all 6 of them, because then I want to have it rotating in the lunchbox. But all right, there we go. There is, you know, cooking for blockheads. We got some better food. Eventually we'll get like really good food, but for now, flowing water. It's actually not... If you had that automated, that's actually not that bad. If you had all this stuff for 13 saturation, that's kind of cool. But yeah, eventually we'll get some better food. But for now, I think just rotating these jelly sandwiches is the way to go. All right, next thing I want to work on is getting this stuff all kind of organized. So I have gone ahead. I actually moved the Oculus accumulator down 1 level because it was up here. It was a bit annoying with the flowing water and everything. So I'm going to replace everything, all these copper cables. We can actually turn these back in to these, and we'll use the regular ones for crafting. So I guess we'll do this. Yeah. And then I'm going to have it going off that way, I think. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Now these are... Yeah. The red is MV, so it's got MV power coming out here. And I think Maybe over here. Well, I think we'll go to here. Now, is this efficient? No, not at all. But, you know, I think it'll look kind of cool. And, like I said, last episode, these cables have no loss, which kind of negates a bit of the early... Oops, I'm one off. That's so annoying when I do that. Alright. Well, yeah, that's gonna bug me. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, no, I'll just have to go like this way. But, yeah, so since they have no loss in these cables, I could be doing this much, much faster with the other thing. What is that? The rock breaker or whatever that tool we got. Oh well. Yeah, so the lossless cables, it just makes this so much easier. I can actually run this for like 1,000 blocks and it's not going to be an issue. Whereas normally, if you don't have access to lossless cables, I can't you can't spread the base out too much until you get some higher tier cables, because obviously the losing one I don't know where 10 cable, yeah, losing 1 amp or losing 1 volt per cable is pretty terrible at 30 if you only have 32 of it. But if you have, like we just saw, the aluminum, losing 1 when you have 2048, like that, it just lets you spread your base out more. But yeah, like since we don't have, we're not worrying about loss, I can actually do that much, much earlier on. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking. And then I guess this would all be like kind of covered up, and eventually this will keep getting upgraded. So we'll get to a point where we'll have like HV, and then I will replace these with HV cables going to like an MV transformer, and so on and so forth. So that is kind of the plan. Now, I absolutely hate when there is a 1 space block under the floor. It makes it so difficult when you jump down. I'm probably gonna fill this in. I'm gonna leave that, I think. Yeah, but I think I'll fill this in. Anyway, this isn't this isn't important. I don't need to be showing this. What I do need is a transformer. Transformer, I believe, is really easy to craft up. I think we're just going to need some steel. Just an LV. Don't have an LV thing, so I do need to craft that up. LV, and then I just need some copper cables and some tin cables, I believe. I think that's it. I should probably look before I do this. It's an MV hull, I'm assuming. So we want voltage in 128, voltage out 32. So yeah, LV machine hull. Could have done that in the machine, but quicker just to do it there. LV machine hull. Now we need... It's right there. I don't know why I closed the thing. Yeah, there we go. So medium voltage transformer. And then what we'll do is... I gotta figure out how I want to lay out these machines. Probably going this way, I think. I think our central kind of location, chests and stuff, will be right in the middle. Eventually it'll be AE, but this is the center of the dome, obviously. Also, don't need that anymore. You can just get rid of that. Yeah, so I'm thinking if we have this here... and say, how do we want to? We'll probably do. Question is, how do I want to do? I don't like stacks. This is a much more space efficient, but I don't like vertical machines. I know it's much more efficient. I'm thinking maybe I usually do. Don't really want to do it that way, but let's see, where is blue steel cable? What happens if we do maybe? Yeah, I guess I'll do it like that, and then how about we come up here, actually? Hopefully this isn't kind of boring watching me figure out how I want to plan this out. All right. We actually just had just enough mana steel cables. I do have more mana steel. I didn't have any more rubber. I need to get rubber. So we'll do that, and then these are a bit confusing, but if we can see, this one has a thing on it. There's an input and an output. I believe the transformers in Gregtech Community Edition, it has to go straight through. Like there's no, I can't insert MV power and then have it come out this way. I think it has to go straight through. I believe that's a bit different than you might see in Gregtech New Horizons. All right, so there is that. I want to, let's test that really quick. That theory. So say wire mill. I gotta be careful when I'm breaking this because I don't want to break the glass. Do I have blue steel? Yeah. The question is, if I place this down right here, is it going to get power? No, it is not what I thought. So yeah, these transformers, it has to go straight through. But I'm going to do like that and that. So I'm basically going to do that 3 with the thing going down the middle. Is that right? I could have, no, I need it. I'm just thinking how I want to do this. I could just do a wall. I usually don't do a wall of machines because it makes it harder to automate, but we're really not automating at this point. Maybe we'll just do, I could just do 2 rows actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Let's do this, but yeah. All right, but this is why I color my cables, so we can see, oh, there's MV here, and then there's blue coming out. So it just makes it much easier for me to tell what voltages, and I know where I don't want to connect. I don't want to connect this to an LV machine because it'll explode. I actually don't know what the explosions are in this pack. If anyone knows, like, does this make a hole in the ground? Does it just destroy the machine? I actually don't know what the config is. Are explosions turned off completely? I actually don't know. But yeah, so we'll do that, and then I guess we'll do maybe to there. Out like that to there or something like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking for my LV machines. And then as we upgrade, this will be my crafting area. Once we start doing plastics, we'll have dedicated little areas for that, but I'm thinking that's kind of what I'm gonna do. Yeah. And then we'll just have, we have very, very basic kind of, I wouldn't even call it automation at this point, but you know, like we have a chemical reactor and then an assembly machine. And where is, oh no, I placed it back down again. The tank. To get this out. I don't want to waste that. Not that it's anyway difficult to get now, but yeah. So that those two go together. Eventually, when we get a new MV assembler, we will have a dedicated thing for cables. But at this point, we're kind of using it for multiple things. We'll just kind of do chemical reactor assembly line right there. Chemical bath, I guess, can go right there. Although, no, maybe not. This isn't something we use a lot of, so I want, you know, stuff we use a lot of closer to where our main thing is going to be. I'm going to keep rearranging this and stuff as we kind of go through, or kind of in between episodes, I think. Although I keep saying that, and then I don't actually get much time. But, yeah, so we want the fluid extractor is what I was thinking. All right, so let's break this and that. Yeah. So the reason I want the fluid extractor is because if I need to melt down, say, like tin, because if we look at some of the things coming up, we're going to need like tin in the assembler. Obviously not, we're not going to be doing this recipe, but for example, or even like soldering alloy, we might need soldering alloy. Yeah, this is probably what we'll be doing. Soldering alloy in the assembler. If we put it right there, then I can melt down the ingots and put it in there. And then if I need like glass or anything, I can just switch the output side to this side. So that is kind of why I do that. So this can go to either side. Now, chemical reactor, I may need another one. If I need a different thing next to it, I will. But like if the chemical reactor, if we need to go this way, or I can go into this one. This one doesn't use that, obviously, so still gotta do a bit of rearranging. So let me continue doing this, and then we'll come back. All right, I've gone ahead and broken down all that. I'm just gonna leave these steam machines here for the time being. I don't feel like setting up more, moving all that steam stuff. So I'm going to replace those. Yeah, I'm going to have to replace those. These aren't terribly difficult. It's just I need to craft up a bunch of circuits and components. Not the end of the world, but yeah, I got to replace these. There's only 5 I need to do. The macerator, is that... we do have diamonds, obviously. We have the autoclave that we craft up. Yeah, that's not going to be difficult. Actually, this is... We don't need that there anymore since we don't have steam on this side. I am going to make one little adjustment here. I forgot to do this. We're going to pick that. Ah, this is going to be a problem. I just realized. All right. This is a problem with the only being able to go straight through, because I kind of want... I kind of want it to go into a transformer and then up. That's not going to work that way, so I'm going to have to do it like this. This is a bit awkward. This isn't... this is not really not what I want to do. I guess we could do... Basically, we're going to have the battery buffer will be there. Basically, what I want to do is have the MV power come in, transform down, and then fill up a buffer, a low voltage battery buffer. But getting the power in there is the annoying part. So I guess we'll just have to do it this way. It would be easier if it just went straight into it, but unfortunately, we're going to have to do it like this. We'll have the power go in there, and then I'll just do a cable to turn it up into the thing. So yeah, gotta be a little more creative with these transformers. It's not super easy. Alright, so there we go. I just didn't want to have an empty cable because I just don't like having I don't like being able to like see down into the basement. I like having it a nice kind of blocked out that. But alright, there we go. That is that. And again, I will kind of rearrange this. Basically what I have done is like the things that I use a lot of, the lathe for rods, the polarizer, you know, wire mill, that I've kind of put on top, and then the ones that I don't use as much are down below. So when we get the other things crafted up, you know, a macerator will go up here and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for my LV stuff. I need to get my chests and stuff moved over to kind of like here. And then the one thing I haven't quite planned out the best is when I start adding MV machines. Where are those going to go? It kind of turns into a bit of craziness, but I'm thinking we'll probably have the main line will come along here. So as we upgrade it, we'll keep replacing this. This will be like a main line. I don't know. We're just kind of going. Now that I'm looking at this, so like if we have like, maybe if we have a central path, that could be our main line, but I kind of did that in Gregtech New Horizons, but I kind of liked it. We just have, you know, say the main power line ran down the center, and then I kind of branched off as needed. Maybe that's what we'll do. I think that sounds kind of cool. I kind of did that before, and I actually really liked it. So maybe that's what we'll end up doing. Instead of having this come down and that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, I think. But we didn't get much progression today. We did get our food, and I've kind of planned out a bit of how I want this new area to go. What is that? Oh, weird. Just some weird lighting thing. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get the rest of the stuff moved over, and I'm gonna replace the bronze things. Finally, get rid of these, and I can break all this down. And yeah, we are ready to move forward, I think. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Next episode, I think we're going to need to start getting into... We're getting really close to maybe getting into some plastics here. Polyethylene, really easy. First thing to get set up, but yeah, I needed to get everything kind of organized before I got into that. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.